handouts lang din dapat.
Guys, I can't understand any of these bio stuff. Do you know a good shooter?
Churvs Darwin!
Idiot, he's dead.
Let's call him
How?
the Black Magic. Spirit of the Tablet. Okay, let's hold hands. Inumini ampiri Churvs Darwin semenus miak 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 miak. Hi.
Who are you?
I am the ghost of Charles Darwin, father of evolution.
So, how'd you get the title?
Well, in December of 1831, I rode a ship called the HMS Beagle and arrived at a place called the Galapagos Islands. I encountered strange creatures and curiously, I studied them. I theorized the evolution theory in the 1840s and wrote a book in 1859 entitled On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection. And hence, I became the father of evolution.
So, what is the theory of evolution all about?
I concluded that most of the living things you see today are not actually the same unchanging species, but are descendants of another type of species that are significantly different. Like for example, the whales you see today that swim underwater actually came from an animal that walked on land. And after millions to billions of years, this land animal evolved into a whale. Thus my phrase, descent with modification.
Wait, how would you know that they came from those type of animals?
Good question. Fossils.
But that's a rock.
Shut up. Fossils are the remains of dead animals or plants. Usually, they are just bones and stuff, but these are very good proof of animals that had existed before but then died. Their existence is also proved by something called trace fossils.
Trace fossils? Those are remnants of an organism's behavior, right? Like how a person leaves his footprint in the sand. And dinosaur footprints meant that they once walked the earth.
Anyway, the people who study fossils are called
Paleontologists!
and they use radiometric dating to determine the age of the fossil.
But how does evolution happen and when?
First of all, we don't evolve while we're alive. Evolution starts after reproduction and because of mutation.
Ah, mutation is the changes in the nucleotide sequence of the DNA.
Yes, and once an organism mutates, new alleles are made. These alleles are carried on to the next generation through sexual reproduction, and the offsprings are the evolved species. Wait. Let me help you understand better. Name me an animal.
A horse!
No, a bigger one.
A bigger horse!
An elephant?
Okay, elephants. Let's trace its evolution. First of all, we would want to know who its ancestors were. Quick, name me one good way how.
Fossils! Ta-ta-ta!
Yes, fossils. But before you conclude that a certain fossil belongs to an ancestor, Take note of the 3 things I told you earlier.
Evolution, mutation, and sex!
Biogeography, anatomy, and molecular biology.
Yes. But first, where is the fossil found? Let's say a cold mountains place. Next, are there similarities in the body structure of the fossil and the modern day animal? And lastly, check if they have matchings or similar DNAs. If they have similar DNAs and homologous structures, then you can say that it is a descendant of that organism. And do you guys know that the ancestor of the elephant is...
Mammoths!
Yep. Now, let's follow how the mammoths evolved to the elephant. First, tell me something about the location of the 2 animals.
Since the fossils were found in an icy place, so I guess the mammoth's original environment was a cold one.
Yes. And what can you say about the thick hair?
Since they lived in a cold place, the thick hair would protect them from the harsh temperature.
Okay, what about the elephants now?
Kwan, they're not hairy!
Why?
Because they live in a hot place, and if they have hair, they would feel hotter.
What do they have now?
Big ears!
Mammoths, thick hair. Elephants, big ears. It has been proven that the ancestors of the elephants were the mammoths. So that means that the mammoth evolved to an elephant. With your imagination, what do you think happened?
The environment of the mammoth changed. The cold environment slowly became hotter.
Those who couldn't adapt to the slowly increasing temperature died out of natural selection, and those who were less hairy survived. The remaining population were able to
Have sex! They reproduce dayon.
And after every generation, the mammoths became less hairy.
Yes, because their environment was becoming hotter and hotter. Their DNAs mutated to find a way to adapt. Their body structures manipulated themselves to find a way to help cool themselves. What do you think happened then?
They developed big ears!
There, you got it. Now, do you understand? There is more to evolution than that. But remember that that is simply the basic concepts. I guess you can handle the rest, so I'll go.
Bye, Darwin! Thank you.
Dito, nag-operate. Nag-operate.
Fossils. But first, we should know, where were the fossils found?
Sakto ba?
Take note of it!
Vampiri, Churvs, Rabitus, Simonus, Miyak, 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 miyak.
Wala nagpalo sa suga! Camera action, take 6.
Now, take 7. Yep.
Last camera action, take 7.
Let's
Take 1.
I am Churvs Darwin, father of evolution.
Again. Ang father of evolution,
I sold it.
Lights, camera.
Saan naman?
Ha? Wala ako i-shoot. Try run ito.
Ay!
Is...
Okay.
Sige.
7.
Okay, elephants. Let's trace its evolution. First of all, we would want to know where. Wala pa sa where. Nakikita sa where.